Hello, welcome to today's video. I'm again out in the greenhouse, turning everything on, moving some plants around so hopefully they can get some light. I think next year I'm going to try to get some more of these grow lights. We do have lights up there, but there's only 3 of them. And so for starting seedlings, I think grow lights are the way to go, at least in here. Oh, that one's popping up a leaf. Is it a cucumber? Yep, it's a cucumber. But these look like they're doing all right. I am worried about leaving them for spring break. I mean, I plan to come here a couple times next week, but like we're going out of town this weekend, and we're going out of town this weekend. We're leaving on Saturday, and I don't think we're expected to be back to our house until Monday. So that's a whole weekend, 3 days without water and without turning lights on. So I'm curious to see how it will go, but I'm hoping that they'll be all right. I have automatic set points for the greenhouse, so it'll stay warm enough, but it's more of a matter of if it will if they'll be fine within their water. Anyway, I'm trying to root these things, and it looks like algae's growing, so I'm not really sure. I think it might be too moist or something, but I also read that moisture's good, so I don't know if I should close it or leave it open or what. But anyway, it's Friday, last day before spring break. A lot of kids are going to be absent because they have to set up for the play. So because I don't know what attendance is going to be like, I'm just going to let them work on any missing work, give them a work day. So, oh, these watermelons are getting some true leaves. Might have to transplant them over break, but that'd be fine. Oh, and we got another one coming up. It's pretty cool. But yeah, so anyway, other than my horticulture class, it's pretty much just a work day. My horticulture class will have to come out here and prep for the weekend, so water them, check them, make sure they're doing okay. But anyway, I do want to plant some more seeds. I hope it's not too late. I don't know a whole bunch about all this stuff, but yeah, I'm gonna try to plant some more seeds over break. So we will see how that goes. Anyway, yeah, I'm gonna get back into the school. Not that because I have to prep, but my husband is having a movie day and he needs to know the password for something, and I don't know the password, so gonna go try to log on to that for him. But anyway, I will see you guys later. Yeah. Alright, well, last time I saw you was at school in the morning, and now it's the next day, and I'm headed home. No, it's not the next day. It's not the next day. It's the same day. But I am headed home. So after practice, I closed up the greenhouse, made sure that everything was set right, watered properly, and then headed home. And then once I got home, my mom's car's been in the shop for like the last week. And so instead of taking her to get it tomorrow morning, I'm like, why don't we just go tonight, get it out of the way? And right before we were leaving, my husband was like, why don't you, or he was like, do you want to cheat on our diet? And I was like, sure, what do you want? He's like, I don't know, you decide. We were going to do Safeway Chinese, but that was all cleaned up by the time I got up there. So we got Papa Murphy's Pizza. So it's 9 p.m. So we'll have to cook that still, but it's probably going to be a later night anyway. We're on spring break. Oh, it was the last day before spring break, and I am excited to be on break, let me tell you. It was a pretty smooth day. There was like one argument with a kid because when he was doing an assignment, he like admitted to cheating. Or a kid was like, hey, what's that? And he goes, it's all, he was just like, he's kind of like weird, so he doesn't really know how to be sneaky. But he thought he was like being cool by saying like, oh, I found all the answers online. And so to me, that he admitted that he was cheating. So I took 9 points off. I should have taken all the points off. I should have given him a 0. But he missed 11 of them, and so it was out of 30, so he was at 19, so I took 9 off to give him 10 out of 30. I felt like that was fair. But I give it back, he goes, and I wrote on top, like, you admitted to cheating, so I took 9 points off. He's like, how did I admit to cheating? And I was like, well, you see, you were on this website, and you were like, plus she can see what I'm doing, so she doesn't care. Obviously, if she cared, she would stop me. I was like, actually, I don't have that, so I can't see what you're doing. And you're just telling me you're cheating, so, like, yeah, whatever. And he was like, so he's like, how do you know I was cheating? And I was like, you literally said that you found a website that had all the answers. He goes, no, the link that you gave us for the simulation took me to this website that just had a paper that gave me all the answers. And I was like, no, it did not. He's like, well, how? And like we went back and forth, and I was like, I know that that's not true because it was assigned to 41 other students, and I looked at it and clicked the link multiple times myself, and it took me exactly where I needed to be. He goes, well, mine took me to this website that just had all the answers for me. And I was like, no, it did not. And I knew he was lying because the answers that he wrote were from Google. It was very obvious who Googled them and who used the paper that I wanted them to use. Well, like, it was like you click the link and it said like background information, and you click the background information, and then it gives you all the answers to the questions from the beginning. And so his were from Google. Multiple students used Google, so I knew it was from Google. And he's trying to say, I didn't cheat, blah, 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 blah. And I was like, no, I know for a fact you did cheat. And then I was like, I could give you a 0. Would you like that? He goes, well, if you gave me a 0, then you'd be a bad teacher. And I was like, all right, you want to go to the office? And he goes, why would you send me to the office? I was like, well, I'm feeling disrespected, and I don't really have to put up with this. So you can either admit to your cheating and just be quiet about it and let it go, or is that oh, there's deers there. Cool. Deers. But I was like, so you could either be quiet about it and accept the fact that you cheated and you were verbal about yourself cheating. I'm gonna grab this before it falls down. Or I can send you to the office. And he goes, well, and then he goes, actually, I'm just gonna be quiet because I don't want to be in any more trouble than I am. And I was like, okay, cool. You can redo those and use the appropriate way to get the answers. And he's like, the link you gave me took me to this website and blah, blah, blah. I was like, I know for a fact that it didn't, so you need to drop it. He's like, and then this kid that sits right next to him that usually just like not instigates, but he'll like just like talk to himself the whole class period, and it upsets the other student. And he's like, what's wrong? And the student was like, I'm not gonna say it because I don't want to get sent to the office, but I'm really mad right now. And he's like, why are you mad? He's like, well, I'm not gonna say it because if I say what I want to say, then I'll get sent to the office, and I don't want to get myself suspended. It's like, smart. He does have some brain cells, actually. Good for him. And so the kid asked again, like, why are you so mad? He goes, I don't want to say because I don't want to get myself suspended. And then he stands up. There's like 4 minutes left of class, and he just starts pacing like in an L around my classroom. And the same kid was like, why are you pacing? He goes, because I'm pissed off right now, but if I said what I wanted to say, I'd get myself suspended, and I don't want to do that. And I was like, smart. And then he like just went away. And then I have this rule where they're not allowed to say good boy or good girl in my classroom because it's really annoying. And he said it, and the other kid was like, you're not supposed to say that in here. And he's like, no, you could say it, you just can't say it to her. I was like, no, you can't say it in here. That's the rule. And so I should have sent him to the office there just because I was so done with him, but the bell was about to ring. So it's like, why even bother with the paperwork? So yeah, that was frustrating, but that was about the most stressful part of the day. But yeah, so the rest of the day was smooth. We have a play that's going on tonight. And so part of that was, so all the kids that were in the play left, or they didn't go to school at all today, or I think they let, like, if they needed to ride, they got to ride really early. And then after lunch, they actually, anybody that signed up to want to go to the play got to go watch the first showing of the play. And so my 5th period was really slim. My 6th period still had quite a few students, but it was like probably 5 people were missing. And then my 7th period, about 2/3 of the class was gone until the very end. So pretty chill day, pretty simple day. I'm saying, like, since it was the last day before break, they should have just bussed the whole school to the Playhouse, so that way the whole school could have watched and supported them. But maybe that's a suggestion for next year. But anyway, so yeah, basically that 3rd period was the most annoying, most whatever it was, and then the rest of the day was chill. So anyway, it's spring break. I'm excited. Tomorrow we got a birthday party to go to. We got to get an oil change in my husband's car. And then we're going to go to our friend's house in Reardon. So I have a lot of stuff to edit. So I might try to edit all of it tonight and just get it scheduled for the next probably a week and a half. Probably have a week and a half worth of videos to upload. But yeah, so after that, I might go and edit. We're going to eat some pizza. And hopefully I'll be able to make some better content over this break. Because a lot of this content daily has just been me talking to the camera, talking to myself, and that sort of thing. So hopefully I can make some good content this break, and yeah, hopefully it'll be good. I don't know though, but anyway, I'm gonna take this pizza in so we can get it cooked, and I'll see you guys in the next one. So thanks for watching, have a great day, and see you in the next one. Have a great day, everybody.